I'm Tom, and it is now official. It has been confirmed that we are going to see Jake Paul take on Tank Davis. This is a fight that has been rumoured for quite a while now, but it actually being announced that it is going to happen is pretty crazy. You know, I said when Jake Paul was first calling him out that it's crazy because you've got Jake Paul calling out somebody who's like Tank Davis, who fights at 135 pounds, and then calling out Anthony Joshua, who fights at like 250 pounds. We're talking over 100 pounds weight disparity there. And Jake Paul's going to fight Tank Davis. Look, mixed feelings about this because part of me thinks, look, he's finally fighting somebody who's in their prime, somebody who can actually box, somebody who can punch, but he's also fighting somebody who's 70 pounds lighter than Jake Paul. Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson at about 220 pounds, so nearly 100 pounds lighter than himself. As somebody who has fought, well, not fought, but I have boxed with and sparred professional boxers, I have sparred somebody who fights at that 60 kilo kind of weight limit and is now a professional boxer, a good professional boxer. I can tell you, even when they have punch power, it doesn't really hurt. When you weigh, I weigh the same as Jake Paul, so when you weigh that much more than somebody, I mean, I'm boxing somebody, I was sparring him and he was hitting me pin perfect precision, all the right places, like really hurt, and it hurts, right? I'm not gonna say it doesn't hurt, it does hurt. And I also did, you know, this person isn't on Gervonta Davis's level, but point I'm getting at, when you have nearly 100 pounds on somebody, when they punch you, it doesn't really hurt. You know, you can feel the sting and its power in terms of cumulatively, that's going to cause some damage over a few rounds. But, you know, he can catch Jake flush on the chin, and I probably wouldn't back him to knock him out. He's just too big. So that still matters. Jake's fighting somebody who's way smaller than him. And it's not even a fight. It's an exhibition, which is another annoying thing. He's not even boxing Gervonta Davis. And, you know, that's never going to happen. Gervonta Davis, where would they meet? 175? Gervonta Davis put on 40 pounds. It's never going to happen. So it's going to be a catch weight. It's going to be an exhibition fight. Now, naturally with that, there'll be stipulations. Like with Logan versus Floyd, there'll be stipulations. Jake won't be able to knock him out. I'd imagine Gervonta probably can't knock out Jake. 10 3-minute rounds of not fighting. It's going to be an exhibition. So this isn't boxing. This is entertainment. And still, we might be looking at the biggest fight of the year. And hear me out on that, because you've obviously got Canelo versus Crawford being billed as the biggest fight of the year, and that's also on Netflix. So it could well be the biggest fight of the year. But what that does is it grabs the casual. Canelo versus Crawford grabs the casual fans. And they're both American. So actually, there's quite a few British fans that I know who are casuals who probably won't be watching it because they're not, you know, it's not Fury, it's not AJ. It's not Dubois or even like someone like Usyk. Canelo and Crawford are American fighters, so they grab the American casual fan. This grabs everyone. Canelo versus Crawford will have the casual boxing fans watching it, which makes it a big fight. This will have everyone watching it. It's on Netflix. You know, if I'm up, I'll watch it. I'm not going to buy it pay-per-view, but it'll be included in the subscription. So I'll watch it if I'm up. Everyone will watch that because it's Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. So Gervonta Davis, one of the biggest names outside of Canelo and AJ, probably Tank Davis. So he grabs the entire boxing audience. Jake grabs the general population. You know, everybody knows who Jake Paul is. So this is arguably going to be the biggest fight. And it's not even a fight. It's an exhibition where there'll be stipulations where they can't knock each other out. Or Jake can't do this, that and the other. And yeah, a lot of problems with it. Now, I'm fine with Tank fighting whoever. There won't be a winner in this. It's just going to be whatever it is. I'm fine with Tank doing whatever he wants. I don't care. What I do care about is that he's now holding up the division. You got Lamont Roach, who should have beaten Tank Davis, now having to take step-aside money and either wait or fight somebody else, whilst Tank Davis, one of the active champions, the bigger champions in the sport as well, decides to go and have a doss about the ring with Jake Paul. If you want to do that, relinquish the belt. Stop holding the division, relinquish the belt, and let Lamont Roach fight the #1 contender for the belt instead of holding it up, making everyone wait, dossing about and doing what you want. That's what you should do. In my opinion, do what you want, go for it. Don't hold up the sport and the division because of that, though. You know, I don't like the guy. I really don't like the guy. I think he's an awful, awful, bottom of the barrel human being. And now he's going to go and fight Jake Paul and hold up the rest of the division after losing to Lamont Roach. That's what stinks to me. So to sum it up, we could be looking at the biggest fight of the year, which isn't even a real fight, won't have a winner. Tank's continuing to fight people he shouldn't fight. Jake, to be fair, is stepping up, but still fighting somebody who's got 100 pounds on. And the biggest question I've got from all of this is, what's next for AJ? We all thought AJ was fighting Jake Paul. What next for AJ? Like, who's he fighting? Where does he lie in all of this? Is he going to fight Wilder? Is he fighting Parker? Is he fighting? Where does AJ fall out in all of this? It's left me with a lot more questions than answers, and now I don't think we see AJ fight this year. That's my thoughts on it, people. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section down below. As always, you know how stuff works, people. Peace.